been much around lately. I haven't been doing really any book stuff for quite a long while, and I'm very sorry, but I am going to redeem that right now, and I'm going to talk about some of the last book I've read. I'm going to start with a couple of ebooks. One is called Crossroads. It's written by Hardit. I keep saying Sigh. I mean Singh. And it's a short story. It's quite interesting. It's about breaking up, about relationships, and it's quite nice. It's just a short story, just like 20 pages or something. If you'd like to read my whole review on this book, it's in my blog. I'll post a link below to my blog in this video. I will also post this video in my blog, so if you are on my blog, you could just scroll down to the next entry to see what I mean, my opinion on Crossroads. Another book I've read quite recently is The Help by Kathryn Stockett. I really enjoyed this book. It's about being a help and being black in the 60s, back in the southern states of the United States of America. And it's actually set in Jacksonville in Mississippi, and about the situation, how they're treated, and this is a very turbulent time. You also get a glimpse of the whole of the equal rights movement, and Martin Luther King. It's all mentioned, but it's mainly about women, black women working for white ladies in their homes, and how they're treated. And it was a really good and interesting read, and I think that if you're you don't even need to be interested in history to I turned it off. You don't even need to be interested in history to read it. Next book up is a Norwegian book. It's a young adult fiction. It's called Nødinngang, and it's written by Glaser, Munch. In Norway we have something called videregående, which is a bit like high school, and this is about Julie, and she's just finished high school, and it's the summer holidays, and the plan is, when the summer is over, she and her boyfriend Martin are going to moving together. However, she's going to test herself by moving to London for the summer, and she's going to be there for 5 weeks and work. And she's going to do this in a restaurant with her friend Ida. This is something she has to do because she has to make sure it's moving together with her boyfriend is the right thing to do. She gets to London, and it turns out that Ida has found a job for them. However, it's not in a regular restaurant as she thought when she went there. No, it's a geisha club. It's not as bad as it sounds, but it kind of points to the fact that the summer doesn't really turn out the way she had planned. And there's a whole lot of other things going on as well. I think it's a really good read. I read it for a blog tour. It's called a blog tour, book tour, something like that, by the Norwegian publisher Kathryn. So it was a good read. Next book up is another book I just quite recently read. It's called Serena. Falling in Love Italian Style by Domenica De Rosa. It's a British book. It's published by Headline. It's not a publisher I'm familiar with, but Serena. It's about Emily Robertson. She's a writer. She has just moved to Tuscan with her family, 3 kids and her husband. Yeah, she seems to be living her dream, but however, it turns out it's not quite so. All of a sudden, one day, she gets a text message from her husband, pretty much telling her he's leaving her. And this is not a big, like, breaking spoiler thing, because this is at the beginning of the book. of course, being a writer for a major British newspaper, she doesn't really earn a lot of money, and she has to struggle to kind of get through everyday life. She only has this kind of school book Italian. She doesn't speak very well Italian, but things happens. She's drawn into the community in the little town she lives in, and things change. And it turns out that Italy is kind of darker and more mysterious than she expected. It's quite different, but it was a really good read. It was a bit slow at the beginning, but I really enjoyed it. Next book up is this small book of short stories. It was published in this autumn by a publisher called Bokvennen. It's a rather small publisher. It's by the Norwegian writer Zachariassen Sagberg. The writer of this book, the author, she's my friend. And I must say I'm really proud to say that she has written such a great book. And I'm not going to give a review of this anywhere because it wouldn't be right, but I really loved it and I really enjoyed reading it. It's called Snart at us. Soon it will be us, called in English. I think, well, it's not translated or anything, but it's a really good read. I love the short story. It's about the relationship between humans, about jealousy, about grief, and it pretty much has really a lot of stuff going on, and it's set in Tromsø, which is a really nice little city in northern Norway, about 35 by plane from here, so I've been there quite a few times. And yeah, good read. So if you read Norwegian, I would highly recommend this. And the last book I'm going to talk about is this brick cover book. It's called Himmelfallen in Norwegian. It's called Wonderstruck in English. It's a really enjoyable read. I'm not going to say a whole lot about it because there is a review in my book blog. You'll find the link, you know. So it's in my book blog. I've written about it earlier, and I read this also as a part of the Kathryn book blog book tour. It seems like a huge read, but it's not really, because there's lots of illustrations in it, and they're really beautiful. You got one here, and there's another one. There is so much to be told in these illustrations. It's amazing. I loved it so much. There's another beautiful one, and it's such a really nice book, and the rest is like in written text like this. It's a beautiful read, and I hope to be around. I'm not sure how much I will be around this month because it will be really busy with me moving, and I have to pack down my flat, and I will move down south in less than a month. So quite excited about that. I hope to get time to read, and then if I don't get to make a review, I hope to make like a sum up like I did now. So that's all for now, and I will wish you all the best for 2012.